hello and welcome to Match Point with our special guests Asuna and Timotino, and of course I have Dan Dryett with me once again. Super fan, by the way.
What can I say?
Okay.
Yeah.
She can be bought, so you're still missing a few jerseys, I think.
What?
So
No, just 100 thieves, just 100 thieves. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Anyway, I mean, after the performance you guys put on today, I'd be donning a shirt too, because that was outstanding and should make everyone very excited for that potential salty lower bracket run. Let's talk about yesterday though, because we just saw your colleague on the stage calling it a B day. You were not quite agreeing with that. Is it B, C, F? Like, where are we at?
I mean, if you like put the two grades together, team and individual, we probably, get it like a D. It's like if you get, what I mean, overall. So definitely something like that, because our individual was definitely an F. But team-wise, I felt like we were, making good ideas, macro, read, and everything. So, obviously when the team's like playing really well, and it's just on the individuals, then the next day it's going to be better. And I'm glad that we showcased and bounced back and didn't let it affect our game today against Loud.
Did it affect the mental a little bit though? Like, what was the vibe like after
maybe
that
for the night of sleeping. When I fell asleep, it definitely affected my slumber.
I could see Leaf running through the Viper orb like over and over again in my sleep. I was like, whoa, what am I supposed to do?
But today you guys look great. And since that matchup against Furia on Breeze, you switch up the duelist. I remember Asuna that first week when we saw you two play the double duelist, we were kind of wondering, who was going to play Neon, the Phoenix. Now you switch it, so how is it playing it now? Why did you make that decision?
I mean, it was mostly just like having op pressure, because I'm way more of an operator than Peter. Peter's way more of a rifler and a mid-rounder. So it made more sense in the comp to have Neon. And we're really lucky to be both very flexible, being able to play both. So it just made more sense with our gameplay to just have that op pressure, add that pressure on top of what we were already doing. And for us, it didn't make that much of a difference. I'm just maybe a little bit more aggressive, but overall, except that op pressure, it wasn't that big of a change.
Yeah, and you also talk about aggression. It felt like today you guys were really aggressive. You had a lot of really cool set plays. And even Asuna, when you were playing on the stage, you were just at the very front of B main getting kills on the stage. So what was the game plan coming into this game? Was it just exactly that? Like, let's get more aggro, let's play our game. I know that Loud, for example, was talking about how you guys are known for being crazy, and when everybody's crazy together, that is when you are the best. So do you think that's the case as well?
Yeah, I would say for Breeze, we definitely had a good game plan of just control. And honestly, we have scrimmed Loud a lot because they were in the other group, so we had a lot of reps against them. Even on Breeze, I think we've scrimmed them on that map a good amount. So they changed their comp to Jet. So again, we had to change up how we thought. We didn't know with Neon, we thought they didn't op as much, but then Jet, we're like, okay, they're probably gonna op. Birdie's definitely gonna pull it out, so we need to prep for that. These are last second, and then again, they changed their comp with Neon Rays. We were prepping for, I believe, Fade and Darker on the Vice, yeah. So again, we had to change up on that, and we only had one day, so it's not like we relied too much on prep, but it's nice to know going into the match. They did a lot of last second switches, and so a lot more just on our game, control, and don't let them start swinging us and catch us by surprise.
We all have super high hopes though for Loud. I think for them to deal with so much adversity early in the stage and coming together and actually making playoffs is already a victory in itself. What are your thoughts on their performance in stage 1? Where do you see them landing in stage 2?
Yeah, I think they're really good. I mean, they just had an unlucky start with visas. Honestly, Erde seems like an amazing IGL. Even watching his he sees all his former teammates make it to London. I mean, obviously he can call a team to London, and if he got to play from the start, I think they would have been a top 2 team in their group. Sorry, top 2 team in their group, because I think G2 is definitely #1. But then afterwards, they can definitely fight for that #2 spot, which I believe is open to anybody.
Yeah, it's definitely hard, starting a stage with no momentum at all. You have to build that momentum. Going into playoffs is definitely way harder to actually perform every day.
Yeah.
I really wanted to ask you guys also about the coaches, because it feels like you two and pretty much everybody in the team, in every single interview, you're praising your coaches and how much work they're putting, and also when it comes to the creativity, everything that they're bringing. Tell me in your everyday week, what is it like? What is the creative process for the compositions that you guys are playing, but also what they're adding for you guys to constantly rely on them so much and know that they're going to take you and bring those compositions to the win?
I'm going to give props to Doom Bros because he's doing most of our anti, and we have going every day, going into our matches, We have PowerPoint presentation of how people are playing, what their comp is.
Like I'm back to school.
Yeah,
I got a classroom lecture.
Notes. Okay, they do this.
If we could have notes on stage, let's just say we would have cheat sheets everywhere. It'd be my monitor. Would
He's
be,
ready.
Like we would have hop spots, everything. So I mean, yeah, it makes the game a lot easier, especially going into it. But they also understand, not to restrict us, and they give us a lot of freedom in, micro decisions and everything. But macro is definitely on them. So, well, him and Bora. I think we're praising our coaches, but Jordan does an amazing job because he has to soak it all in, and it's not easy to play well as he does individually and also call an amazing game. So he does a great job as well. But yeah, they're three very smart individuals and makes the game a lot easier for, like Tim, me, everyone to just like focus on our crosshairs and just play.
Yeah, now honestly, with the meta being what it was this very stage, so much in flux, so many teams still trying to figure it out, I think the coaches really had to put in so much work this stage. And then obviously the flexibility of the players came into play there as well. Now, with day 3 coming to an end, let's take a quick look at that current bracket. As I said, you guys are on your way in that lower bracket. Your next opponent is going to be MIBR. How do you feel you're stacking up against them?
I mean, so far this year, we've only lost to G2 and NRG. So we haven't played MIBR.
Not counting the Sun loss.
No, not counting the Sun loss. That was like, I'm not gonna lie, God smited us on that day. We had no chance. There was never any hope. So I have to brush that one off. Besides that, so feeling pretty confident as we should, and gonna make a nice little low bracket.
How do you?
Why is he laughing?
God smited us.
How do you guys see MIBR right now? I think everybody had high expectations for them. They're definitely, it seems like, going through some difficulties. What do you think is going to be what you have to bring against them to win? Is it just the same of what you were doing today, or is it just changing it a little bit based on, they play a little bit different to all the other teams right now?
I mean, we're definitely gonna keep that control aspect that we showed a lot today. Like we do the best whenever we take our time and just make sure everyone's on the same page. So we're gonna definitely do that against MIBR. They're a double duelist, very aggressive team. So we're definitely gonna keep the same thing that we did today.
Yeah, and also just don't respect them. Yeah, obviously. And yeah, and mostly don't fear them. Honestly, they're human. So yeah, just play our game.
Yep. Right, play your game, come in confidence, hope you're not getting smitten again by some being out there, and then you're good to go. Well, guys, it's been an absolute blast watching you in action today. Once again, congratulations to you guys and the entire squad, and best of luck tomorrow and all the days to come. Now, we are done for the day. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow, and for now, here is your fast replay presented by Samsung OLED.
There's only room for one more team to join Leviathan and G2 at Masters 2 in London. Today, it's not even about qualifying for that. It is just about staying alive here, Mimi. Wallace second ult of the half, but he's just spammed out before he gets to use it. And now that leg spotted is easy pickings for Mata. Arts in spot, Scuba jumping up, but there's no kill to be found.
He needed that kill.
It's a good slide, and Brock is there behind the stun. Perfect setup. What a stun, huh? NRG are here for playoffs. They dismantle Furia 13-4. In the corner, Artsen will turn away from the flash, holds it down. Very nicely done from Art, and we're knifing. All right, EU. Welcome to the party. Have some fun. Entice NRG, cycling them into the site, but now Ethan is struck in from behind. Ethan and Mata rip into Furia. It is now Artsen, 18 HP, and the Sheriff. Nice today, says Scuba. Don't know if it'll do Artsen any good. That's a Sheriff in his hands. No more second chances. No more hope for Furia. NRG will send them home and advance here.
It's time now for this elimination match in a stage that's been incredibly volatile, where any team is still beating any team, and this match is no different. Just 2 more Cryo and Bang. Just behind these walls. He's gonna make noise. Cryo gets the sound cue, but he's not able to turn it. Now it's Bang alive in sight. The shot comes in. Bang! Able to dodge the shot from Birdie. Timotino is gonna be thwarted. Gets taken down before from Tunnel. The finishing touches here, possibly from Bora as well. A 3rd kill on the round. A 13-5 score line. Targets hit, still ready, and Bang covers. Asuna on the rope. They don't even seem pressured by this situation. Still have one in heaven. The spawn fight's gonna be huge. Timotino comes up with a swing. Loud still trying to light up the kill feed, but there's been a pause for cause. Back and forth as it just goes down to the last drop. It looks like he's gonna get him the half-stenade. Timotino takes down Birdie with the pink shells. 100 Thieves take victory, and 100 Thieves will move on to the playoffs.